Hey beautiful people, welcome to the Daily Oracle Guidance for the 18th of May 2020.
Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Shakima. I'm just stopping in for a quick reading for you guys. This is going to be a general reading for my Life Warrior tribe, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. So if it doesn't resonate, do just let it dissipate, okay? But if it does resonate, guys, then definitely comment down below and let me know how you guys have been able to effectively utilize the information in this reading. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and chop it all the way up. I'm actually going to get this out onto my YouTube as well, because I actually didn't manage to get a reading done for us today, guys. But it's Meditative Means Necessary Mondays, guys. And I find that Monday starting the week off, hey, awesome folks. I find that starting the week off really does actually sort of help us to be able to get as much insight as possible into the week. And I feel like because we have the Gemini new moon at the end of the week on Friday, basically at the end of the work week, who knows what we're in for, guys. So that's why I'm here. We're just going to tune in and see what's going on for us today, guys. So okay, so it seems like coming into today, Spirit's saying that there's a lot of baggage that we're carrying. A lot of us, it's almost like we haven't necessarily completed the transition. Okay, so it's like we're halfway there, but we're not quite there just yet. And it seems like that's because we're still holding on to things from the past. We're still holding on to emotions from the past. And for some of us, we may actually be showing up a little bit naive because of that. That's the best way that I can put it. Because it's almost like... Yes, I am channeling some feline energy, beautiful. I'm feeling that kind of vibe today. It feels like that kind of energy. It must be Simba. He's still in my spirit. But it seems like there's a lot going on for us coming into the energies of today, guys. There's a lot of domineering energy that didn't really allow for us to be able to make the transition, it seems like. And right now we're actually being a little bit foolish. Damn, we're being foolish. Spirit's saying that we're being reckless. We're being foolish, the path that we're on right now. For some of us, again, the same thing of naivety keeps coming up for us today. There's something about us being a little bit naive in terms of the energies of today, guys. So Spirit's very, very clear that we aren't being completely realistic about the situation. So yeah, the outcome of it, damn. Okay, so the outcome of it is going to end in chaos. Shocker! We're dealing with a lot of confusion at the minute. Okay, so it seems like the energies that we're in. Hey, beautiful, thank you for stopping in the room. So it seems like the energies that we're in is very confusing, and because of that, it's almost going to create a lot of chaos around us going into the rest of the week. And I want to say that, I want to say to you guys as well, like, this isn't to like set the tone for what's to come for you guys, but I really just want to give you guys the opportunity to be completely honest with yourself. If you are living in a state of confusion, it's going to cause chaos. It's going to affect the way that you make decisions. It's going to affect how you feel emotionally, because your emotions actually have thoughts. That's probably the best way that I can put it. Our emotions are energy in motion, and then they kind of trigger us to have psychological warfare. So if you are in a state of confusion, address it. Don't make decisions, life-changing decisions at that, whilst you're in your state of confusion, because it's not going to end well. Spirit's saying it's just going to create a lot of chaos for us moving forward. So let's have a little look and see where we are today, guys. Where are my life warriors for today, and what path do we cross, Spirit? As clearly as you can. Where are we and what path are we crossing, guys? There's so much happening with the cards right now. I don't even want to think about what's about to come out, because it feels like a lot of us, okay, so a lot of us are dealing with, it's interesting because Mystic Tira actually got this card when we did our live earlier today, guys. So the path that we're at is Three of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse, sorry. So there's a lack of foresight. We're not able to see the entire picture clearly. That's what we need to remember right now. Right now, we're at a place where we just have a little bit of information, and we're making big decisions on little bit of information. And Spirit's saying that's probably not the best time for us to be making those types of moves. Right now, the path that we're crossing as well is, the best way that I can put it, charity. Charity. So Spirit's saying there's a lack of foresight in terms of the way that we're giving to people and the way that we're receiving. For some of us, there may be some selfishness that's involved. For some how can I put it? For other people, it may be that there's an imbalance in the energy of giving and receiving. But it seems as though the way that we're making decisions at the minute, we don't have all the information. Spirit's saying that we don't know everything. And right now we're actually making very poor plans because of that. Things aren't going to be trickling in. For some of us, we are going to be getting some It's like there's some sort of generosity. So there may be some people that may be offering something to us. It may be finances, it may be energy, it may just be a word of advice that we really need at the time, but we are going to be getting some sort of, I guess, something coming back into us, but we shouldn't make decisions based on it because we don't have all the facts. We just don't. Where were we in our subconscious mind today, Spirit? As clearly as you can, please. Guys. Okay, so for a lot of us in our subconscious mind, we are dealing with, and it's interesting because we're dealing with manipulation. In the subconscious mind, we're dealing with manipulation of our creativity. So for a lot of us, we're not able to create as we intend, and it feels like we have a lot of, downloads. We have a lot of clarity about what it is that we think that we need to be doing at this time, but it seems like there may be, I want to say that there may be, and it feels like a masculine energy. It does feel like a masculine energy. So it feels like in the subconscious mind, there may be a masculine energy that is disrupting our ability to create. So we may be in the back of our mind thinking about some masculine. For a lot of us, it's not even just about the feminines. This could be like a partnership with two guys as well, where they might not be seeing eye to eye on situations, and because of how the other person has said something, it might have planted a seed in the back of their mind, and all of a sudden they're thinking, were they right about what they said? Am I wrong in feeling the way that I do? Is there something, am I the issue, basically? Spirit saying that's what we're sort of dealing with in the subconscious mind. For a lot of us, we're dealing with manipulation of our creativity, and it's coming from a masculine figure. So there may be a man that has pretty much just kind of projected some stuff. I'm just like, my ears are burning here, but there's a man who's basically not necessarily in alignment with what you're creating, but because of things that they have said and done, you may be questioning yourself at this time, and Spirit's saying there's no need for that. You don't need to question yourself about it. The decisions that you're making at the minute is based on your personal perspective, and you have to be able to honor that, okay? What's in the conscious mind? Things are about to get a little bit chaotic, guys. I already put that across to you guys at the start, but it seems like this relationship's about to get chaotic. Yeah. In the conscious mind, there's about to be a breakdown in communication. It's going to be a transition for you guys. It's going to allow for the relationship to be able to move forward in some sort of way, shape, or form. But at the minute, the relationship's going through a transition. And in order for that transition to take place, there is going to be a breakdown in communication. And it's necessary. Don't fight it. Don't fight it, guys. It is absolutely necessary. Again, transition in our partnerships, guys. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Two of Cups. Transition in our partnerships is kind of taking place. And it seems like there's a London. Honestly, I'm feeling like it's a personal reading, Charlotte. I feel like they're reading me. I'm just like, damn. What are the odds? Like, literally, the cards are just throwing itself out there. And I'm like, damn. But they're saying this is a transition. This is a transition. It's almost like you kind of have to proceed with the situation with love and compassion. And it seems as though, like, it's almost like they're saying there's no knight in shining armor with the situation. The transition that's sort of taking place is actually allowing for the individual to be able to step into their purpose, to step into their path. And it's interesting, again, because the Four of Wands, right? It's like, it's not upright and it wasn't completely reversed. So we're actually at the place where the transition isn't all the way sort of, how can I put it? The transition isn't necessarily taking place entirely in this moment. It hasn't taken place by the end of today. It won't take place by the end of today, but it seems like we're almost at that place. I want to say we're like 50% there, guys. Okay? We're 50% there. What's the outcome for us today in terms of the energies of today? Okay, the outcome is that there's a disregard for consequences. There is a disregard for consequences. They're like, it just is what it is. Like, people are going to be very cutthroat. People are going to be quite, abrupt. People are going to be impulsive, and they're going to make decisions based on how they feel in the moment. And that's just what it is. Okay? It's just what it is. But what it is that we're going to actually learn how to balance. The lesson that we're learning here is how to prioritize our needs, our desires, what we're here to do. Because it's almost like, the best way that I can put it, we didn't have enough information to make a decision on these relationships, right? We didn't have enough information on, they didn't even potentially have enough information on what the relationship was. Neither of us, both parties, they're showing me, both parties don't have enough information about what the dynamics of the relationship actually involves to be able to make certain decisions in the first place. So the path that we're crossing right now is learning how not to be too selfish. But the outcome of the for lack of a better way of putting it, the outcome of the shit show It's disregard for consequences, guys. People are going to be very cutthroat, and it just kind of is what it is. We can't take it too personally, but we're learning how to prioritize. We're learning how to juggle, basically. We're learning how to juggle what it is that we need versus being able to give something to others as well. So it's going to be quite interesting for us, guys. It seems like we're sort of dealing with, oh, wow. Okay, so the disregard for consequences that's sort of coming, right? With this cutthroat approach that's sort of being taken in our partnerships. It's almost like they're showing that there's somebody that was trying to get away with something. It's almost like they were being stealthy and they thought that they were getting away with pulling a wool over your eyes. Damn. This feels so personal, guys. Honestly, give me some snaps, guys. Okay, give me something if this is resonating. But they're saying the disregard for consequences that's sort of taking place. Somebody feels like they were getting away with something, so it feels like the other person's kind of cutting them off. They're kind of like, no, I'm not going to let you do that to me. I don't want to, like, that's not really where I'm sort of going with the situation. I don't really like the way that you're going about it. You are messing with my coins, okay? You're messing with my coins. And I can't have it. I can't have it because that's going to delay my planning. And I can't put myself in a position where you're going to continue to basically pull a wool over my eyes. Damn. This shit is real. Guys, I'm gonna close out the space for us with a stress less card so that we can see what the overall advice is for us in the space here. But my ears are burning. So I kind of just want to... It feels like tea, Charlotte, for real. What is the overall advice for us, sort of, with the energies of today, Spirit? Overall advice, what do we need to know to be able to relieve some of this stress, some of this tension for this disregard of our feelings and the consequences? Oh, the advice for us, guys, is to give thanks about the good things. This is so beautiful. This is actually warming my heart. So the advice for us is to list, either in your mind or on paper, the things that you're grateful for or about right now. Which things are good in your life? What kind of valuable things are in your life at this moment? Write down the small things too. Try also to find things you may have taken for granted. Okay? Gratefulness boosts positivity in the body. It also helps you concentrate on the here and now and reduces the feeling of stress. And the number attached to that is 16, which is technically in numerology, taking that down to a singularity in terms of the digit, that's the number 7. 7 is about spiritual victory. So we kind of have to basically give thanks. Give thanks for this disregard for consequences. You know, give thanks for this manipulation of our creativity. Why? Because it's actually going to assist us in the transition that we're going through. We're not there yet. We don't have all the information. We don't have all the facts about what's sort of taking place at the minute. But guess what? Even though there's a disregard for the consequences, Spirit's saying, imagine you're a bird. And I'm hearing, oh my God, I'm going to take you guys back here. I'm hearing Nelly Furtado in the back of my mind. I like a bird, I'll only fly away. Oh my days. Honestly, guys, just let it drip. Okay, just let it drip like water on a windshield on a rainy day. Just let it drip off the back of your ego. Okay? And try not to take it too personally, because it's actually allowing for you to come into your own power. And I can't with you, girl. It's actually allowing for us to come into our own power. That's the beauty of it. We're actually going to be able to like really create a solid foundation for ourselves. The home circumstances is going to be restored by this transition that's taking place at the minute. And it seems like it's more of a long-term, I guess, foundation that we're building with this transition that's taking place at the minute. So try not to take it too personally, guys. It's happening for a reason. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you to actually show you more about yourself and more about how to be able to navigate balancing things with yourself, balancing your time management, prioritizing what you need, as well as being able to put into others, making sure you're not pouring from an empty cup, making sure that you're not giving more than you can actually afford to give. This is actually taking us through transformation where we can actually make sure that we are secure within ourselves without running ourselves thin, basically. Damn, guys. I'm feeling emotional. And I'm grateful to actually come into this space, because I already did a reading earlier with Mystic Tira and I thought that that was going to be it for the day, but I was like, I haven't done the reading for us for today. And the guys were like, you need to kind of go back into the space for today's clarity. So thank you. I appreciate this. I'm going to love you guys and leave it there for you guys. I'm actually actually going to get this up on my YouTube channel. So if you guys are watching this on my YouTube, comment down below. Let me know how you've been able to utilize the information. Give me a thumbs up. If you like my vibe and you want to be a part of the tribe, then be sure to subscribe and tune in for more of this awesomeness, guys. I'm going to peace out with my feminine energy, with my feline energy. I hope that was good for you guys because it was great for me, okay? I'm sending you guys lots of love as per usual. God bless, Ashe, and namaste, beloveds. I'll see you guys tomorrow, next week, whatever. Who knows? Take care, guys.
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more.